In this video, we got the NOX-K Jade edition at 5 stars maxed out. Gonna be doing a little review on it. Hopefully get some nice gameplay out there for you guys. You'll notice I'm rocking the med kits. I'll try not to use them, at least not unfairly, but obviously it's not the most respectable to be using med kits. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. They're in the game. There's no technical rules against it, but pretty good start here. Got a couple kills on Warehouse. Looks like we got HR on our team, and he decided to run in there, so that means they're gonna spawn in the back here, and just like that, Berserker is right there. I believe he's got a 7-star A500. He's a pretty good player, always gives me a tough time, run for my money. Play a game of chicken here, see who pops out first. Oh, we got a teammate. That's an easy GL kill. I was gonna try and go for, oh, there he is on the right. I was gonna go and try for Berserker with that GL, but his teammate ran out. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, he's on the stairs, and nope. That's good. That's 7-star A500 should absolutely beat a 5-star NOX-K, even the Jade edition, in that fight. Looks like teammates just took him out there. If I took him out in that fight, I think the NOX-K would be a little bit overpowered. I know a lot of people are kind of saying the NOX-K Jade and Dragon editions are overpowered. It seems like most people are thinking that the Dragon edition is the better edition, but I've heard people say that the Jade is better, and I don't know. I mean, if you watch my videos, if you're subscribed, you've probably seen the video with my explanation, my thoughts on Jade versus Dragon series, and it was pretty interesting. It's a tough debate. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what's better in my head, NOX-K Jade or NOX-K Dragon, and I really don't know. I think the NOX-K Jade is more than good enough. There should be a video review of the 5-star maxed NOX-K Patriot edition on my channel. There's HR. What's up, HR? Looks like he's using his KPM-5 Nightcrawler. Seems to be his new best friend. Not a bad gun for sure. I have a video on that guy as well at 6 stars, over 4,000 rate of fire. It is not a bad gun at all. But what I was saying with the NOX-K Patriot edition, I had the 5-star maxed, and granted I didn't have the ghost gear at the time. This is my setup. I didn't mention what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the 2-piece ghost set, the pants and the vest, and then I got the Spectre mask. I don't have the ghost mask, unfortunately, but this is a decent setup, and a lot of people would swap in the Mamba Saboteur mask to give a range boost, and that's a great setup as well. I've just been using the Spectre mask, switching back and forth between the two. Can't really decide what's better. Maybe you'll see some good examples where the Mamba mask would get the advantage, but when you're running around with an SMG and you're already in your effective range, I think the accuracy boost is going to be better. But if you're trying to play more, if you're trying to pull off longer shots, obviously that range is going to help. I mean, that's just logic 101. I don't know. But finally, to get to my point, I think I've been more impressed with the NOX-K Jade than I was with the NOX-K Patriot. And granted, we're only at 5 stars. Maybe it gets different at 6 stars. I don't know. But I think from my experience after playing with the 5-star max, the NOX-K Patriot, compared to this 5-star max, the NOX-K Jade, I do like the NOX-K Jade better. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's basically you're trading stopping power for a farther damage drop-off point, right? So not a bad match there. I think plus 11 points. There we go, plus 11. We're out of durability, so we'll repair this and we'll jump back into another game. Show you the stats real quick. But yeah, definitely a good gun, and compared to the Patriot, you're giving up the stopping power, but if stopping power isn't really it is a performance boost, but it's not like a damage rate of fire type of boost, if that makes any sense. And there's the 6-star preview, by the way, but it's like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I think the Jade boost is a little bit better than the addition of stopping power, but I don't know, that could go either way. It's obviously debatable. I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying. Just some thoughts. The NOX-K Jade is definitely capable, and yeah, we'll jump into another game here. Alright guys, we're back here in a ranked team deathmatch game. Looks like we got Trainyard and couldn't quite get a kill off the bat. We almost had Lunatic. Probably should have just stuck with that shot and went for one kill, even though I saw the other guy kind of got tripped up there. But we did switch to the Mamba Saboteur mask, see if it makes a difference. And looks like there's a guy up here. He's not going to pop out. Oh, there he is. Try not to block my teammate. He's running back, so I'll sit up here. Let's see. Oh, there's a guy. That should be a kill. Nope. Looks like we're out of ammo. Not sure if I forgot to reload or not. There we go. He popped back out, fortunately for us. Still got our medkits. Probably would be nice to have some stuns. I could have threw one over that crate and stunned Lunatic there, but looked like he was already damaged, so we got the kill, no problem. Let's see, one coming off the ledge there, Lunatic again, and we got him. Looks like he was shooting a pistol at me or something. A little interesting. Oh, we got one here. Oh, I think someone just spawned behind us. Yep. Oh, 7-star. Com 36. I think that's the first time I've ever been killed by one. I think I've been killed by, I mean, you know, it's embarrassing to admit, but several 4-star and 5-star Com 36s. I don't know if I've ever been killed by a 6-star. Obviously I could be wrong on that. It's not like I have a detailed list of what I've been killed by. There's a good kill with some good range. Definitely can feel the Mamba mask working. But definitely never been killed by a 7-star Com 36, so that's pretty cool. There's Go Team with the overpowered CQR 2000 Atom. Nerf it, nerf it. Everybody's gonna be so mad. No, I don't think it should be nerfed. I think it could be nerfed. I don't think it should be nerfed. Huge difference. Huge difference. Let's see. Where's he chilling? Oh, we see him. Can we do it? Can we do it? Where is he? Barely. Can barely see. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got him. Epic kill. Most epic kill of all time. 100%. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Dank memes 420. I don't know. I'll see myself out. You know, if your face gets stuck in a cringe that long, it'll give you permanent wrinkles, so stop cringing. I don't know. Let's see. Lunatic shooting some GLs at us. Oh, there's a good kill. Yeah, I think I'm going to say the Mamba mask is better. I know previously I was talking about the Spectre mask. Kind of the trade-offs between the two. You know, after that kill, I think the Mamba mask is just a little bit better. Maybe I'll try some different gear setups if we can get some more matches in here. Not sure how long this video will be. Might be a little longer. You know, I don't know. I can't say that I'm doing the best I've ever done with this weapon, which, you know, typical excuse or whatever, but, you know, I'm just giving it to you guys, you know, as it comes. Oh, ran out of ammo. Not gonna make it. You know, I'm not gonna record 10 games and wait to go, you know, 20-2 just to show how good this weapon can be. I mean, you know, this is just the reality of playing with it, with my skills. Obviously, I'm not the best player by any means. I'm sure many people out there could do a lot better with this same gun, but hopefully it at least gives you an idea of how it performs. That should be a kill. There we go. Against Go Team. I feel like he could have took us out. Maybe he had a different weapon out or something. Let's see, 5 seconds left. Can we get one more? Don't see anybody. Try not to die. Let's see how we did here. Got the victory. That's +2 combat points, then 9 and 5. So that'll be +4, +6 combat points if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we got here. +6. My math is correct. See, we're just pushed out of the top 100 position. You know, it's at an awkward phase because it's like, you know, you spent this much time getting to, you know, position 101, and so like, should I just stay there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, if I just stay there, if I stay out of the top 100, it's like all that time I put in is kind of wasted. You know, obviously I had fun playing. I leveled up my weapons a little bit, you know, blah blah blah. And it, you know, it really didn't take that long since a lot of 7-star unks are nowhere to be found in ranks, which is very nice. I know, bring on the hate, but You know, so it doesn't take that long. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like after you put in this much time, you might as well fight till the end and finish in the top 100. So I'll probably finish in the top 100. You know, it's just a matter of time. It's nothing to do with skill. It's just the amount of time you have to put into the game. But, I mean, obviously your skill and your weapons and gear can make it go faster, right? You know, I'm not, whatever, you know. We're not getting into this discussion, but you see I changed my gear setup, put on the Delta Pants Tiger, 6-star pants, and the 5-star, whatever it's called, basic tactical vest Tiger. Ooh, we got killed pretty quick there. I think Killed Guru was actually to our left. I didn't see him at all. I was just looking ahead. But the Tiger gear works a little different. This is a 5-star and 6-star mix and match, but it does count for the 2-piece set bonus. Since all of the Tiger gear is basically one big set, so you could wear like 4-star headgear, 5-star vest, 6-star pants, and you're gonna get that 3-piece swap speed bonus, right? So since I have a 5-star Tiger vest and a 6-star Tiger pants, I will benefit from plus 30% swap speed if I even use my GL. I'll try not to use it that much. There's a good kill. And, you know, I left the Mamba mask on. Figure might as well. Might need that range. Let's see. Not working there. Whoa, I don't know where this guy is. Oh, this is weird. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody sit back there. I know I've actually done it myself. Not sure if it's in any videos, but can't say I've seen anyone else. This is weird, man. How is he? I don't... This feels weird. I don't know. I'm sure it looks fine on camera, but that, I don't know, that just felt weird. It felt like I couldn't shoot at him. Like, you know, obviously I was missing him. Like, I'm not like making excuses. It just felt weird, you know. I don't know. I should have had that kill. I totally got outplayed, and obviously saw his celebration. Surprised I couldn't get that kill. I've been getting those kills. Maybe he was wearing some good protection or something. Across that long range kill, you know, I've been getting kills with the NOX-K like that. You know, definitely not, just like the train yard match, not doing the best that I've done with this weapon. Let's see, here's another one. I mean, that should be a kill. Like, something's going on here. There we go. We got one. I don't know. I've been getting those kills all week. This is really weird. I don't know. Whatever. You know, but you know, a lot of people are saying the NOX-K is very powerful. They're warning that it might be OP. You know, OP is a very relative term. There are several OP weapons in the game. You know, to bring up the nerf again, the Unk was OP to an extent that it should have been nerfed. I do not agree with the way that they went about the nerf once again, but it was way too OP that it was ruining the gameplay. You know, there are several OP weapons. The KPK is OP, the CQR is OP. I think I might have even said this in one of my last videos, but, you know, OP is relative. So just because you say something's OP doesn't mean that you are advocating for it to be nerfed. It doesn't, you know, it's gamer slang. You know, I didn't even know what OP meant. You know, before I started Afterpulse, I saw people mention OP. I literally Google searched what is OP. So, you know, that tells you my experience in video games. But you know, as far as I know, OP is relative, and just because you're saying something is OP doesn't mean that you think it should be nerfed. So, whatever. I'll try to avoid that discussion anymore, but I don't know. It just comes up here and there. Let's see if we can get, looks like the A500 dude, 6-star A500. Still got my medkits. Would be nice to have some stuns. Maybe I'll switch back to them next game. You know, medkits are useful, but I just, you know, you saw like on the warehouse match, there were a couple instances I definitely could have used them to my advantage, and you know, I don't use them. I don't know, it's just weird. It doesn't feel right. But stuns I have no problem with. I mean, there's a clear counter to stuns. 4, 6, and 2, that's pretty bad. But I've talked about this, like using stuns in events versus using medkits and spotters in events. You know, there's no counter to spotters, there's no counter to medkits, right? But there is a clear counter to stun grenades, which are the stun pants, which I was just wearing. And so, you know, in that sort of frame of logic, like I have absolutely no problem with somebody using stuns, because it's my choice. I could wear stun pants if I want to, if I need to, and you know, they just introduced these Halo masks, which I can't seem to pull. I've been even trying to get the 3-star set, and I can't get a single piece of it, so whatever. But let's see, we'll do one more match. I think this will probably be our last one. It'll be like a 20-minute video. It'll probably take 3 years to upload. Sorry if it's late today, but I don't know. Looks like we're gonna jump into warehouse here. Another ranked match. See if we can get anything good, get a little better game, you know, and then we will evolve to a 6-star at the end of this video. I'll try to do it quick, but if you want to see that, be sure to stick around for that, or skip ahead to see that. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but the longer you watch each video, the more it supports me, so, you know, just throwing that out there. I do appreciate it. That was weird. We got the kill. Can we get this guy? Oh, there we go. Sorry, teammates. Totally swooped in and took that after he was pretty damaged. Same there. Hey, you know, gotta get it how you can, you know. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Here's a good GL kill. Stun the guys to the right so they can't run out and get me. Then pop out to my left. Throw a GL in there. Pretty solid way to do it. Not sure if this guy is dead or not. I feel like that should have been a hit on that last GL shot. So, oh, we got another guy running in. We got one to our left. Try not to get stunned. Oh, it looks like someone's behind us. Not really sure what to do. That's weird that he got behind us. Maybe he was up on the platform or something. I don't know, but let's see. That was weird. That guy zipped up the stairs. I don't know if he caught that. Go back and play that at 0.25 speed or whatever YouTube allows. Are we going to make it? Nope. 4-star UNK CQB Charlie. You know, I think the nerf mostly affected, if not only affected, the 7-star maxed out UNK CQB Charlie and Nightcrawler, because the nerf, you know, the big changes, it doesn't get over 6,000 rate of fire, and you know, if you know about the UNK, it gets over 6,000 at, like, I don't know, level 32 or something. I don't know the level, but 7-star level 32 or some level. That was weird. Where is Edom? That was really weird, man. I don't know. Can anybody tell me where I just got killed from? Put it in the comments, because I would love to know. I don't know. I don't know where Edom was, but you know, back to that UNK nerf once again, bringing it up, but you know, it really impacts the 7-star maxed or 7-star above level 32, whatever the level is, because it no longer gets above the 6,000 rate of fire. But you know, that means any UNK version that was initially lower than 6,000 rate of fire anyway, you know, it's still going to be pretty much just as powerful. So, you know, obviously I haven't tested this, haven't played with this. I have, you know, 6-star UNK, level 17, whatever. You know, people yell at me for complaining about the UNK, and I don't know, I'm not complaining about it. I just think it's way OP. I don't know, maybe I'm complaining, whatever. This, we could go down a whole rabbit hole here, but you know, any UNK that was you know, sub 6,000 rate of fire anyway, it's not going to be affected as much. So like Kill Guru with that 4-star, which is my whole point in saying this, you know, that 4-star UNK is still going to be pretty powerful. So I don't know, hopefully that made sense, if at all. Let's see, you got a minute left here. Looks like we're going to get the win, no problem. 5,500 to 3,300. Velvet Hammer, another CQR 2000. Adam, you know, CQR is just one of those guns. The 4-star is almost as powerful as the 7-star maxed. You know, a lot of people said that the 7-star was broken. I think the 4-star is just so good that it almost feels like the 7-star doesn't get better, but it definitely gets better. I can confidently say that my 6-star CQR 2000 Adam is a lot better than the 4-star that I had before, the 5-star that I had before that. But, you know, 4-star is a hell of a weapon. Can definitely compete against anything, you know. It just doesn't... I don't know, I'd have to double check the stats. That was stupid. I don't know, my screen isn't responding all that well. I've mentioned it before, when you plug it in, it's like sometimes the buttons become unresponsive or whatever. I don't know, but that was really weird. But just another death. We would have went 8-5-1 if that wasn't the case. You know, not exceptional by any means. at least we're gaining ranked points. You know, this is not the best that I've done with this weapon. It's absolutely capable of more. But at the same time, you know, playing against some 7-star A500s here, blah, blah, blah. You know, this is only a 5-star maxed. I will evolve it to the 6-star here now, right quick. I got like 2 minutes left in the video. Just get this evolve going. I'll sort by rank and go back. So then once I select the weapon, it'll be at my 5-star Nox. See, I don't know if you caught that, but you sort by rank and then your other one is right there. Save you a little scrolling. Scroll through here. So many projects, man. And it's stupid. I'm sliding up and like my thumb, like imagine my thumb on the right side and it slides up to hit that back arrow. So like, I don't know, if the weapons are scrolling, they should disable that back arrow, but you know, it's just another user experience feature neglected. I don't know, whatever. We'll just scroll through again and throw our 5 stars in there for this evolve. Looks like we got enough cash, 115,000. Been farming with my 4-star A500 Dragon. I'll have that guy maxed out next. That'll probably be my next video. No guarantees, but probably. So let's see. Damage goes down, rate of fire goes down, accuracy goes down, stability goes up. Almost 30 points. That's not bad. And couldn't see what else changed. Stability 1481, range 1500, ammo at 30. Show you the player holding it real quick. Not sure if we'll even be able to tell a difference. You know, 5-star to 6-star Nox is hard to tell a difference, I think. I don't know. There's the stats there on the 6-star level 1. I will level that guy up eventually, but you know, there's 18,000 more new weapons every single day, it seems like. So not sure what I'll get to next other than the A500 Dragon, which I just mentioned, but that is the NOX-K Jade at 5 stars max. Definitely a good weapon, definitely decent, can definitely compete. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe for more Afterpulse videos, and as always, I will catch you on the next video.